I'm Stephanie,
I'm Meredith.
and welcome to This Is My Circus,
Yeah.
our final week of It's
It's
Giving
giving
Black Friday
Friday crazy.
Crazy.
Did you see me watching your mouth like Black Friday? And we had just said
I know.
it.
Yeah, so this is our second take because I did not have the microphone set correctly.
Oh, well, we would be further ahead than this if I'd have got here on time.
Well, that and I had to clear out space on the computer.
It's one of those days.
Yes.
The universe does not want us to record it at.
Well, today is Thursday. We're
Yep.
recording early because I'm going out of town, and we wanted to make sure we did this in person
Yes.
because we vibe so
It's
much
so much
better in
better.
person.
And I always need my rec specs.
Yes. So, this is Thursday,
Yep.
so some stuff might be a little bit
Some
delayed.
yes. And things change so much sometimes in some of the stories we go over from week to week.
I
So,
know
yeah.
somebody commented, they're like, they already found however many monkeys. I'm like, well, we recorded this the day that they
Right. We are
escaped.
not live in the studio, just to let you guys know. I mean, we're alive and we're in a studio, but we are not
Live on air.
live. Yeah.
Not live on air.
No, we are not. Do you Black Friday shop?
I used to, as tradition with
I think
my,
I've heard this before.
yeah, this is like take 30 now. No. Yeah, with my mom and sisters, we used to, but it was more just tradition, getting up at 2, getting to the stores early,
Absolutely.
and waiting forever in the cold because we were in Pennsylvania.
Oh God, I bet it was brutal.
But we were online at Target the one year, and Chick-fil-A had just opened and handed out chicken sandwiches and hot drinks to everybody.
And were
So
you eating gluten in?
I was. It was
Oh,
fabulous.
yeah. Yes.
So that was a nice
I
surprise.
always think it's cool when restaurants do stuff like that. Like, and Chick-fil-A is really big on that. Like
Mhm.
they're really good about acts of giving and stuff like that.
Yeah. How about you?
But yeah, so I used to like go shop a long time ago in person. Never the Thursday night though. So I would never do like the Thursday thing, which I'm not a fan of that now. I think they call that like gray Thursday when things cause yeah.
Down.
But I did some shopping for myself. And then when Jackson was little and you need the big toy or whatever, I would do some stuff. But it's probably been about 10 years since I've done any kind of physical Black Friday shopping. But if there's something online, whatever, the
Yeah.
Cyber Monday stuff, but there's not really ever anything like that big that I need.
Yeah, and I don't feel like they discount things like they used
Right,
to, like
right,
back in the day.
right.
Um,
Well, so last year Jackson got some Beats headphones and
mhm.
they were discounted really heavily at the Walmarts. Um, so I
Wally
mean,
World.
right. But I mean, yeah, it just depends on what you're looking for. And the older they get, the stuff they want is not like our rims going to be or whatever Dylan wants for his truck this year.
Painted.
Does he want it painted?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, yeah. The older they get, the more expensive, and the smaller things get. I mean,
No.
I just feel like even though like it's a different market that we're shopping in now, I
Mhm.
just don't feel like anything's like that great of a deal. I find better deals closer to Christmas
Yeah,
than I do on Black Friday.
yeah, I get that.
So I don't I can't deal with people like
Hmm.
the nastiness that Black Friday brings out. It's
Yeah.
not like everybody's chilling.
No, it's
It's
not like it's not
madness.
like all the women are standing in line singing jingle bells
Yeah.
and caroling together.
Yeah.
It is crazy madness.
So when Dylan was like 1 or 2, I can't remember which one, but I was still in Tennessee. There was something that I got him. It was some kind of like ride on either four-wheeler or
Hmm.
a truck or something,
Yeah.
some kind of Power Wheels type of thing. And it was super, super discounted. So I did get there at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like
Hmm.
the fourth person in line and waited until they opened at like 5.
Yeah.
But in that parking lot was also Target, and there was like it was like a plaza. So there was
Right,
a bunch of
right.
other
The
stores in
shopping
there.
center stuff.
And they had the police there on horseback,
Oh, really?
going through the parking lots and making sure that people weren't like bum rushing the doors when
Yeah.
they opened,
Yeah.
which people did try to do at Toys R Us
Yeah.
where I was
I feel
at.
like Toys R Us and Best Buy were always the ones where people were trying to break down the doors.
Yeah, but I did get it. I did get my
There you go.
my toy that I
Did
was
you
there
write
for.
it out?
No. Dylan wanted to go so bad. He just wanted to experience it. And I'm like, it's
Hmm.
nothing to experience. Like,
Right.
it's awful.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was like, please, could I
Yeah.
go? And I'm like, dude, like, there is absolutely nothing that could go on sale cheap enough to
Right.
make me go anymore.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
priorities have changed so much.
My sister and I went together one year, maybe 2 years. And that was fun because it was with her. And we did the you shop from 2 to 5 and you're done at 5 a.m.
Hmm.
And we went and ate, I don't even remember where, I think like Golden Corral for breakfast or,
Yeah.
something. So that was fun. We weren't really looking for anything, just spending time together and then it's just the memory of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, now did your mom Black Friday shop? Do you know?
She used to.
Yeah, yeah, like when you were little.
Yeah.
Did she get like, I remember the first like Black Friday, Black Friday that I remember was like the Cabbage Patch dolls. That was such a huge thing. And I don't know. I know my sister and I got them, but I don't remember if it was right in that phase, probably right after, because
Right.
we were never like the first ones to get stuff. But yeah, I remember like the Cabbage Patch dolls being the thing, and everybody wanted those on Black Friday.
We had Cabbage Patch when we were little. I don't know if it was anything related to Black Friday
Yeah.
because I was really little, but there's supposedly some like weird bad history. There's several different theories. I guess the makers of the Cabbage Patch
Yes.
stole the design from this woman that was just making dolls. And then there's also another theory that like souls
That's what I
were
heard.
embedded in
And
these.
there was like a satanic
Yeah.
rituals and stuff. And
Hmm.
everybody said, so I remember, because you remember the little butt used to have his autograph on it.
Uh-huh.
And his name was Xavier, and everybody was like, the X in his name means da da da. They were like, it used to be a cross. And I was like, y'all are looking way too hard into this stuff. So,
Did you go to Georgia where they had the adoption
no,
place?
no, did you?
No. It's Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
We're not down south.
Well, so when we were younger, especially me, because I'm older than you, things were so different. Like the methods of communication get, like I probably didn't even know Cabbage Patch dolls were a thing until a few years later, because by the time it hits the news and trickles down and then, the South was never like really one of the places that originates these trends and fads and stuff. So
Mhm.
after it comes from LA, New York, or whatever, and it gets here, and then everybody's calling each other about it. I mean, because you're not snapping or
Yeah.
Instagramming and X, and yeah, it was just so different back then with the way that all of that worked. I don't even know how my mom would have known all the things about it.
And I'm sure we saw it on like Saturday morning
Yeah,
cartoons.
or the big catalog. Did you get the big, was
Like
it Sears?
Sears.
Yes. I loved it.
So did I. We
Like,
would sit and we'd all have different color markers.
oh, absolutely. All the toys were in the
So
back.
by the time the four of us all got
Oh yeah, it was like
done
a
with it,
rainbow.
it was a mess. It was not good.
Especially if you all like wanted the same thing. She
Uh-huh.
was like, I'll just get one.
Yeah.
Or Santa was. She was just
Yeah, but sharing toys was not it.
no.
Oh, we had to share a Nintendo, and because I was the youngest, I was always the last to get a turn.
Oh.
And then if my mom or dad wasn't there, I didn't get a turn at all. So a year or two later, when the Game Boys came out,
Yeah.
I got one of those for Christmas, and I didn't have to share it with anybody, and it was like the best thing ever.
Oh my gosh, I know what it was.
I was like, y'all can have your stinky old Nintendo.
I've got my very own personal Game Boy.
Yeah, and I don't have to do the whole blowy thing.
Yeah, yeah. Kids these days will never understand.
Yeah. So on that note, did you read
Yes,
our book?
I did read our
Okay,
book.
so this week we read in honor of shopping
Yes,
the book Confessions of a Shopaholic by Sophia Kinsella.
yes.
And you had texted me that it was stressing you
It was
out.
100% stressing me out. 100% stressing me out. I was not in it for the lighthearted fun. Do you
No,
have our blurb?
I do.
Okay.
All right. Becky has a fabulous flat in London's trendiest neighborhood, a trope of glamorous socialite friends, and a closet brimming with the season's must-haves. The only trouble is that she can't actually afford it. Not any of it. Her job writing at Successful Savings not only bores her to tears, it doesn't pay much at all, and lately Becky's been chased by dismal letters from the bank. Letters with large red sums she can't bear to read, and they're getting ever harder to ignore. She tries cutting back, but none of her efforts succeeds. Becky's only consolation is to buy herself something, just a little something. Finally, a story arises that Becky actually cares about, and her front page article catalyzes a chain of events that will transform her life and the lives of those around her forever. So, yes, you texted me and said that this was stressing you out. Tell me why.
100% stressing me out because this girl is delusional. She is delusional. She sees these, and maybe because when, none of us were great at finances. We're in like our, college ages and stuff. So maybe it just hit home. I'm still not great at finances, but I do my best. But yeah, she's getting these letters that things are past due and whatever. And she's like, oh, okay, well, I'll just go buy myself some shoes or some. I mean, just the delusion of like her story of it's going to be better because I'm going to win the lottery tomorrow. And then she's thinking of all these things she can buy when she wins the lottery money, but never addresses the late bills that she has. She's buying houses for everybody in her mind.
Yeah.
Like it just stressed me out.
Okay, so we listened to it. And
Yes.
so I know that you appreciated the accent.
Love it. Love it. By the way, I've decided I'm going to start using some British grammar. So I'm going to start saying like you're smartly dressed. It's very smart. And I'm going to say, oh, well, I'll just insert it here and there and you'll get it. You'll get it.
I'll just burst out laughing.
Well, that's okay too.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. But yes, so yeah, I loved the accents.
Okay, so I initially read this probably I think I was still in college, which I totally related to this back then.
Right.
Because I loved shopping and I
Yes.
loved shoes and
Yes.
I loved all of the things. I was much more materialistic than I am now. Now I could care less. But I totally connected with the book back then.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh my God, this girl's delusional.
Yes.
But also the stories that she was sending to these bankers, and this is totally unrealistic because the bankers would not be sending back a thing like, sorry about your dog dying.
Right.
As she made up all these stories.
Right.
But we still need the payment.
Yeah.
And it felt like there was so much time in between these letters. Like she should have owed like 4 payments by then.
Right. Right. I know.
And then post-dating checks and like all of these
And
things
missing a signature and yeah.
So I was just like, girl, get it together.
And I think that's why it stressed me out. You know, I read to, like we all do, we read to escape, right? And to not be in reality. And maybe just because the way the finances are in the world right now, that was just stressing me out. And she was just so freaking delusional.
Yeah. And then parts of the book, she wasn't even likable because she is so materialistic. Like when she dated Tarkin and only went on the date with him because she found out he was the 15th wealthiest man in wherever.
Yeah.
And all she saw was dollar signs.
Right. It was like, I can make myself like him. I
Yeah.
can make I'm attracted to, and she kept telling, I'm attracted to him. I'm attracted to him.
And it was only for the money.
Yes.
So you couldn't even really like her.
Well, one hand, I'm like, okay, so let's skip to the end a little bit when she comes into a little windfall there. I almost wanted everything to catch up to her.
Yeah.
You've got to learn your lesson somehow.
Well, I thought it was when the bankers were at the press conference or party that she was at.
Yeah.
And they realized who she was.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, we're now going to have this meeting on Monday because her boss was standing there. So she couldn't even get out of that easily. Right. So I thought it was going to hit home.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was delusional.
Crazy delusional.
Delulu.
Just, yeah, 100%. That's actually that's my note, Delulu. She's Delulu. So I would forget sometimes that it wasn't a current book.
Until they started talking about fax machines.
Or Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was your reference? Which one? I thought it was cute because you could still, I mean, obviously follow the story. It's not like the references were so far behind, but yeah, with fax machines, somebody reading that now who's 20 would have no idea what that meant.
I feel like, what was his name, Brandon? Or what?
Wait, which one?
The other dude she likes.
Oh, why am I blanking on his name?
Is it Brandon?
No, I think that's yours.
I can't remember.
I can't, but the other guy.
Yeah, the other guy. I like that they wrapped it up like with a kind of a little bow at the end.
Yeah.
But it is a series of books.
Yes.
So it does go on and on and on.
I could not read this whole thing. But so I felt like she got a little bit better towards the end. But I don't know. I wish her well. I don't think I could do it.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was so unrealistic, I think, with how they just had this happy ending. And she didn't have to deal with much. Right. So
just let it all worked out because the stars
are the book and like good for her in the book.
You know who else got on my nerves other than her? So she went on the TV show. And do you remember the author that was there that was like in the waiting room with her? And
yes.
She got on my nerves. And she sounded like Stifler's mom. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And I just couldn't get past that. So all I could see was her in my head. So she drove me bananas, to use one of your phrases. But yeah, you're right. She wasn't likable. She stressed me out.
Now, did you ever watch the movie?
No.
Because Amy Adams plays the main
And I like
character.
her.
I do too. And the movie was cute.
Yeah.
You know what this book reminded me a lot of
What's that?
is Legally
I was
Blonde.
getting ready to say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the ditzy, like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it was an easy light read, a chick lit,
If you're okay getting stressed out about other people's finances, then be okay. Apparently, I'm not, I can't handle it.
they didn't stress me out too much. I'm like, oh, it's somebody else's problem, not mine.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But it was okay. I liked it a lot more when I was younger,
Yeah.
and I like related to it better.
So, what would you give it?
6.
Okay. Would you read the next ones?
I have already, like back then, read them. I wouldn't
Okay.
read them now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it was written well,
Yeah, yeah.
all the things. Like, I could probably more relate to her mom. Oh, yeah, I give it like a 5 or 6. I
Yeah.
was not a huge fan.
Yeah.
So, our next book
Hmm.
is actually going to be The Christmas Party.
Okay.
And it is by Michaela Davids. And it is the Christmas party because we're doing themes in Christmas.
Christmas month.
So our first Christmas theme for December will be Christmas parties.
I'm so excited.
I know. I think that's going to be fun. All we can tell Christmas party stories about ourselves. Maybe not. I had to sign a waiver, so
Non-disclosure.
non-disclosure. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Well, the waiver first, and then the non-disclosure. Yeah. So though I'm sure we can find all kinds of things about that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that one. It's available on Hoopla.
Yes.
Have you started it?
I have not,
Okay.
but I'm excited to.
Yeah. And make Dylan listen to it on the way down.
Oh God, he'd
Yeah.
die.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Will he share the driving responsibilities with you?
No.
No.
Because we're taking Rex.
Okay.
And I'll have Dylan. So I rented an SUV with like 3
Nice.
rows, so
Yeah.
they can each have their own row.
Everybody can space out.
I have 1 child and a dog, and I had to get a 3-row SUV.
The boys take up so much space.
He takes up so much
No, he
space.
doesn't. He's in a little ball.
His face.
I know. He's embarrassed. He's embarrassed because you
Well,
you like fat shaming him right
I'm not
now.
fat shaming him, but he is so awkwardly like his body is like an awkward shape.
He's very long
And
and he's solid.
yeah, so he doesn't sit
Hmm.
normal in the car.
Yeah.
And that's a really long drive
Yeah.
for either of them to not be able to like
Yeah.
crawl out.
And well, he might also be ashamed because he destroyed his Rex, his T-Rex. So he is disappointed in himself, I think. He's like, I knew I could do better, and I just proved myself wrong.
That was the first one he has tore up, and couldn't tell you how long.
I just took that and ran with it. I love that we both have our slippers on today, though.
Yes.
Like, I cannot believe I drove to my house and
It's
it
cold.
is cold.
Not okay.
Not okay. Well,
I
I'm glad you're escaping it.
well, I walked him this morning and it was like 31 degrees.
Yeah.
31.
Cuckoo.
No, thank you.
So Jackson told me this morning on the way to school, so they have a game tomorrow night. He's like, when we start playing, it's going to be 32. And I was like, no way. He was like, oh, nope, 40. And I was like, wow, that's not much better. By the way, do you know who I love? And I went down the TikTok rabbit hole watching videos of this celebrity being amazing.
Ooh.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes.
Her likability and personability is just off the charts.
Mhm.
Like just all the different clips of
She's
her.
so goofy.
She
And
is,
she owns it.
and she owns it and she plays on that. Like, have you seen the one where Jack Nicholson, the actor, is like behind her and she's like, I'm still back there. Oh my God. Like she just the way that I mean, she's obviously an actress, so she plays things
Yeah.
up and she is amazing. I
Yeah.
love her.
Yeah.
Can
I
you
do too.
imagine? I think she's got 2 kids. Could you imagine her as a mom? She's probably just a fun mom.
Yeah.
I bet
Yeah.
she's a fun mom. So that was what I spent a lot of my time on watching.
She has 2 kids?
I think so.
I didn't know that.
At least one.
I didn't know
Could
that.
have sworn I saw 2, or she might be pregnant. But yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Well, I was creeping on her a little bit, watching all the clips. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So she's a hoot. Did you see Susan Smith got denied her parole?
I did.
So she is from South Carolina and she murdered both of her children 30 years ago in South Carolina and not far from here in Union, South Carolina.
Mhm.
And she had both of them in the vehicle and put the vehicle in the lake. And she's did the old, a black guy came and took my car, and come to find out, nope, she just killed her kids. So she was denied parole for that. and good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, same note. This was actually like really recent.
Okay.
Laken Riley. She was a girl from Georgia. She was going to school in Georgia, and an undocumented immigrant did awful things to her before
Mm,
ending her life. He was found guilty on all charges
good.
this week. It was a week-long trial, and the verdict came back very quickly.
Mm,
But there were many charges that were brought up for
mm,
him, and thank goodness. I mean, there's never going to be enough justice, but
right. But at least there's
there's something
something there.
right.
I'm pretty sure too, Susan Smith had another child, like a guard or something, while she was
Mm.
in the jail.
Ooh.
Oh no, she's just a piece of work. We don't claim her down here in South Carolina.
Well, this one's kind of funny.
What's that?
There's a Wisconsin man that faked his own death this summer
Mm-hmm.
kayaking, threw his cell phone in
Uh-huh.
the lake, flipped over his kayak, jumped on an electric bike, then jumped on like a train to Canada, and then took a plane from Canada to Eastern Europe because he wanted to abandon his wife and three children. And so they thought, there was just some stuff that wasn't adding up. Initially thought, yes, he drowned in the lake. But after some research and searching his computer, I guess, and,
Yeah.
and finding like the deleted history, because nothing's ever deleted, they did suspect that he was alive and well. So he has been in contact with the authorities since November 11th, told them
Wow.
how he did it.
And he's still overseas, right?
Yeah, they don't know exactly where he is. They just know Eastern Europe,
Mhm.
and that he has no plans of returning home right now. And they're trying to like play on his heartstrings, like what a Christmas present for your children. It's
Yeah.
Christmas time, and
He's like, nope.
he's
Well, that just sucks though, because the wife is at like if he's not going to divorce her. No, I mean I know like in the long run it'll be okay, but I'm just saying like if there's any kind of life insurance or
well, there
whatever.
was.
Right. So
Which was taken out in January. So the article did not go into details of
yeah.
like he didn't give reasoning. He just said
Yeah.
it was for personal reasons
Yeah.
that he did this.
Well, I mean, it's usually personal when you
Yeah.
fake your own life
So they don't
or
know
death.
if it was
You
like,
can't fake your life.
yeah, well, we
Well,
could.
you can't.
But they don't know if it was like another person related, if
Involved.
there was
Yeah.
like a, affair, anything like that. But yeah, he
Goodness.
has no plans of coming home as of now. Yes. So Mr. Wisconsin man named Ryan Borot, Borot. You suck.
Yeah. Absolutely.
On behalf of all of the wives and
Yeah.
moms, you
You
suck.
you suck.
Okay. That's all I got for that.
Okay, I agree. I agree.
So what did you find for Black Friday stuff?
So I found just a lot of Black Friday facts, and I was thinking you probably had some Black Friday facts. Why am I having a hard time saying Black Friday?
I have a hard time every week talking.
Did you pull up some of the like Black Friday stuff
I did.
facts? Did you put some of
Well,
those?
not really facts, but well, I guess they are kind of facts. The top 10 states with the most Black Friday fights.
Ooh, I want to, let's go back and forth. I'll read like a fact and you
Okay.
read a fight.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I like it.
okay.
All right. So number 10, which is like the least of, not the least, but out of the 10, this is the least one. Coming in at the bottom of the top 10 list is Illinois. While it isn't the worst, the state still has a lot of work to do. Illinois already sits at a violent crime rate, but if you throw sales into the deal, well, let's just say you're looking for a rough time. The people of Illinois get injured almost every year during Black Friday. The worst was in 2012 in Moline. I'm probably saying that wrong. Don't come for me. Illinois, on the night of Thanksgiving. Yes, when everyone should be at home with their families, crowds piled into Walmart to get the best deals. This time it was phones.
Mm.
There were several little fights that broke out that night, but when a guy started losing it, things really got bad. One guy passed out, and police had to intervene to avoid further injury.
That's great.
Mm.
Okay, so here's my fun fact. In the 1800s, the term Black Friday was used to reference the stock market crashes. Did we know that? The term was used for the first time on September 24th, 1869, when James Fisk and Jay Gould were trying to corner the gold market on the New York Stock Exchange. However, the government stepped and flooded the market with gold, causing prices to fall and many investors to lose their fortunes. And we know where the term Black Friday came from, right?
Mhm.
Like, because that's when they're out of the red.
Right.
Okay. Just making sure for all of our listeners.
All right, so coming in at number 9
Okay.
for most fights is Arizona. 3 years prior, Arizona wasn't on the list. What happened? Well, the violent crime ranking jumped, and people in the state love a good sale, which spells bad news. It seems like reports pile in each year, recording the latest incidents that occurred on Thanksgiving or shortly after, just for a few dollars off. Reuters recently ran an article about violence on Black Friday. In Arizona alone, the article highlighted a suspicious package that was found in Walmart located in Cave Creek, Arizona. The whole store had to evacuate. In addition to that, a grandfather was injured
Hmm.
when a police officer slammed him to the ground following him putting a game in his waistband. He was trying to steal.
Okay, a game like Twister or a game like Madden? There's a lot of more context, please. Um, he's sticking like the game of life, the big
And like,
old
what
board.
kind of grandpa are we talking? Like, are we talking like a 50-year-old grandpa? Because, people come,
Oh, but
Lord have mercy, I will,
could be a 35-year-old grandma, Pa. Both. It could happen.
let's not talk about that.
No. Oh, we've passed that though. We're not that.
I know, but like, even at this age, I would be
I
like,
know. Yeah, I say
yeah.
same.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
grandpa was sticking stuff down his pants.
And then he was going to gift it to somebody.
Yep.
Here you go. With my old man nut cheese on it.
Oh my God.
Okay, sorry. So the predecessor to Black Friday was the Santa Claus parades. Over the years, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade has become part of the season rituals in America. However, the first Santa Claus parade was held on December 2nd, 1905 in Canada. When Santa appeared at the very end, it was a signal to officially kick off the holiday season. American stores took the lead and began to have similar parades all over the US. In 1924, Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade was held. The parade was run by employees of Macy's and featured some of the animals from the zoo in Central Park.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully none of those animals got loose like the monkeys and Thelma and Louise.
Yep. I still love their
I
names.
do
That's
too.
that's brilliant.
Um,
Brilliant. That's one of my English words. It's brilliant. Oh, sorry, I got excited.
I was like, whoa.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you scared.
All right, coming in at number 8 is Missouri. When doesn't Missouri make the news about Black Friday brawls? After everything that's happened in the state, you'd think people would rather stay at home instead of fighting the angry crowds for a brand new TV. While there are tons of stories to choose from, we're going to highlight one from 2017. In 2017, a shootout began at Columbia Mall in Columbia, Missouri. The sad thing is that an interview conducted by KSHB, a local news station, started off with one shopper saying, "We were literally just talking about how we thought it was pretty lucky nothing happened." The
Oh.
incident left one 19-year-old with life-threatening injuries.
So, like a shootout. That's not just like a shooter. That's like,
Legit.
woo. Yeah,
Yeah.
not necessarily Old West. Where's our soundboard? So the next fact, this one's great. This is for all the plumbers out there. So Black Friday's the busiest day of the year for plumbers. As bizarre as this may sound, it was reported by CNN, who explained that the plumbers are needed to clean up after guests overwhelm the system. Well, and I think probably too, like garbage disposal stuff
Well,
too.
and they also say that between Thanksgiving and Christmas, because people put grease down the drains
Yes.
and stuff like that, it really messes up
Uh-huh.
the
All the
plumbing.
things. Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll go with that
Yep.
thought.
Yeah. Definitely too much grease in the drains.
Coming in at number 7 is California. We're not really sure how California isn't higher on this list, honestly, but we're guessing the sheer number of people in the state placed it in the top 10 pretty easily. In 2020, a shootout occurred in Northern California, which resulted in the death of 2 teens. They
Oh.
were in front of the Arden Fair Mall in Sacramento when employees heard about a dozen shots. Another story from 2011 explains how a woman started spraying people with pepper spray so she can get her hands on an Xbox. Finally, in 2012, a literal fight club broke out. 3 men just started wailing on each other inside the Galleria Mall of Roseville. Police arrested 4 people, all under the age of
Oh
21.
my gosh.
Could you imagine?
Pepper spray?
Have you ever gotten pepper spray in your eyes?
Have
So
you?
I did. Well, not on purpose.
Yeah.
I had it on my keychain in college
Mm-hmm.
because we lived off campus and I had to walk a couple blocks. And it leaked and it got on my hands and I didn't know and rubbed my eyes. And that was just that little bit was excruciating.
Mm-hmm.
So I could not imagine
Yeah. No,
a full blast.
yeah, when they do videos like live PD and stuff, yeah, it looks miserable. I
Mm.
do not, I'd rather Would you rather take a taser or would you rather take pepper spray? I'd rather be
Taser.
tased. Yeah. Tase me, bro.
I don't think that'll last for hours.
Right. And it's
Maybe.
right. They say it's like a bad cramp, like
Mhm.
all over your body. Body just seizes.
Yeah. Eh.
Yeah, I could handle that.
But then you see those people that like the tasers don't really work on.
That's
Like
because they're on
they
crack.
kind of like twitch and just keep
Yeah.
going.
That's because they're high. Okay, so holiday shoppers indirectly determined the date for Thanksgiving. From the mid 19th to the early 20th century, the U.S. president would declare a day of giving thanks on the last Thursday in November. This was changed in 1939 when the last Thursday was the last day of the month. Retailers were afraid that the holiday season would be shortened and therefore petitioned the president to declare the holiday to be held 1 week earlier. In 1941, Congress created a joint resolution to clear things up. After that, Thanksgiving was always celebrated on the fourth Thursday in November, which gave shoppers an extra week to shop for Christmas.
We talked about that
I
last
was going to
week.
say, that sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
But if you didn't listen last week, which why would you not?
Duh.
We should be on your, like, as soon as you get in the car, it should start, like, angels singing in your ears. But anyway,
This is Stephanie.
this is Meredith. Okay, your turn.
All right, number 6, Nevada. Nevada ranks very high on the violent crime ranking. There are a lot of stories, so let's just get into it. In 2016, a fight turned deadly when shoppers fought over a parking spot. Yeah, you read that right, a parking spot.
I feel like I could do that sometimes.
Yeah, well, a few, like in fried green
Yeah,
tomatoes.
absolutely. I'm older and have better insurance.
A few years prior, in 2013, Las Vegas police were called to a Target after a shopper was found.
Not a Target. No.
Target.
Target.
A few years prior, in 2013, Las Vegas police were called to a Target after a shopper was found carrying out a big screen TV. A thief came up and shot him in the leg for the TV. Thankfully, the injuries weren't deadly, but no arrests were made either. Maybe shop online this year.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine being shot over your purchase?
No,
Mm-mm.
that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get your TV.
I know.
Okay, so, well, this might negate what we talked about earlier with it being called Black Friday, because Black Friday was once called Big Friday. According to 1975 report from the New York Times, the term Black Friday is Philadelphia slang. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah, girl.
Mm-mm.
This is because the police had become frustrated with the traffic congestion caused by shoppers on that day, and the retailers weren't happy to be associated with traffic and smog. So in 1961, one newspaper tried to rename the day Big Friday, but as you already know, the term didn't stick around long. Though it had been popular in Philadelphia, Black Friday was not an official national term until the 90s. I'm calling BS on your little stuff there. Okay, go ahead.
Alabama is up next. The South is home to some of the worst Black Friday fights. So of course, there's going to be a Southern state on the list. As early as 2018, a shootout began at the River Chase Galleria in Hoover. The fight started between an 18-year-old and a 21-year-old gunman. Once bullets started flying, a 12-year-old bystander was caught in the fray.
Oh,
She lived, but unfortunately, the 21-year-old died. A year prior to that, a brawl broke out in the same shopping center. One local news article stated that it was two girls fighting. While residents say bullets were flying, police couldn't confirm the shots, but there were definitely some injuries that night.
oh, Alabama. Black Friday has spread to over 15 countries in the world.
Oh,
For many years, Canadian retailers would worry when their customers went to the States on Black Friday in search of great deals, which forced them to start their own Black Friday deals. Since then, various other places in the world have taken on the tradition, including the UK, Brazil, India, France, Norway, and many more. Have you ever seen the like Miss USA pageant where they're saying where they're from and they're like, France?
uh-uh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I got it.
Miss USA France?
No, Miss Universe. Did I
Okay.
say USA?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I did not mean to say that. So they're all saying where they're from. They're like Jamaica or, Norway. And so this is going to be in a clip, isn't it? Well, the funny part is like they'll have people imitating like this, just a black dude imitating how they're screaming where they're from.
Uh-huh.
It's great, but this will be great too.
Well,
On that note,
North Carolina is up next.
woo!
On to North Carolina, which is honestly a bit of a surprise. The state isn't particularly known for violence, which I disagree,
Right.
living so close to it. But here we are. North Carolina currently ranks for the most dangerous state to shop in during Black Friday. Something about this time of year brings out the worst.
You don't say.
One of the worst events happened in 2011. An off duty cop just lost it and began pepper spraying shoppers. Let me tell you though, like having been in Black Friday in Illinois,
Madness, yeah.
I don't blame somebody for
No.
wanting to do this. But anyway, I digress. He should not have done that. A witness is reported as saying he was raining it over the whole crowd. It left 20 people injured, and some had to go to the ER for medical assistance due to injury.
Oh, NC.
He went postal.
He sure did. An off-duty cop was like, I'm gonna handle this.
Y'all pipe down.
I done told y'all once. In Mexico, Black Friday is referred to as, why am I trying this? El Buen Fin? No? El, okay. Anthony, tell me if I'm right. Which translates to the good weekend. This is actually attached to the anniversary of the 1910 Mexican Revolution, which sometimes coincides with American Thanksgiving. El Buen Fin actually lasts for the entire weekend and not just a day.
Well, we kind of extended it
I
to
know, we
like
did. We've
a
we've
week.
we've gone all the way
Yeah.
to yeah. And I've actually got some deals now, like popping up like Walmart's.
Yeah. Well, their Black Friday is like 3 weeks long now.
Yeah. Defeats the purpose.
Yes. West Virginia is up next.
Woo!
This is when things start to get really sad. West Virginia doesn't have the best reputation. In fact, it's often considered one of the worst states to live in and one of the most dangerous places in the United States. Apparently, West Virginians also get very serious about their Black Friday shopping. All this came to light in 2011 while at Target. Another Target
Oh,
story. Target,
they're
come on.
yeah.
You need to get some better security. While while at Target, customers were hunting for deals while 61-year-old Walter Vance collapsed due to a heart attack.
He shouldn't have been out anyway.
What he too much junk on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Witnesses ignored the shopper and even stepped over
Oh,
his body while they continued to shop. Vance was rushed to the hospital, but it was too late and he was pronounced dead.
that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, we got Walmart in my lineup here. So in 2011, Walmart broke the tradition of Black Friday because Walmart opened up the store the evening of Thanksgiving, which I hate.
So do I.
Since that time, retailers are engaged in a race against the clock to catch up with the times. These days, 33 million Americans plan to begin shopping as soon as they finish their Thanksgiving feast, and it's known as Gray Thursday. And I hate it.
I do too.
I think we talked about that too.
We did. All right. Tennessee is up next. Tennessee ranks second for the most dangerous place for Black Friday shopping. The weird part is that it isn't even over actual items. During one Black Friday at Oak Court Mall in 2018, a shopper opened fire when another man looked at his woman.
Look at my woman.
The woman's bow knocked the guy out and then shot him. Another shopper then pulled out his gun and began shooting. Thankfully, no one died. 2 years before that, in 2016, there was yet another shooting. This time, it happened in Memphis, outside of Wolf Chase Galleria Mall. The event started in the parking lot outside the food court area. No one was killed, but two of the three people were taken into custody. One person went to the hospital later, and police believe it was the third suspect.
Tennessee. Tennessee. I got one more. I like this fact. 12% of Black Friday shoppers are drunk. According to a survey conducted on behalf of the coupon site Retail Me Not, 12% of all Black Friday shoppers admit they hit the stores whilst under the influence of alcohol. So not even like had a drink, but flat out drunk.
Hey,
Yeah, you got to get through it. You got to get through it.
I wouldn't be
Right.
beyond bringing a flask. You gotta make you a hot toddy.
Yeah, yeah. So who's number one?
Number one is Arkansas.
Ooh,
Here we are at number one. Who guessed Arkansas? The state currently ranks number one for violence in Black Friday. Some reports even put Little Rock, the state capital, as one of the most violent cities in the United States. Starting off in 2013, one Newport, Arkansas Walmart employee was injured by people pushing and shoving. 2 years prior, there was a sale on waffle irons at, you guessed it, Walmart. This time it was Little Rock. The crowd went absolutely crazy for these $2 waffle irons. People were fighting and throwing things. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured, but it made headlines across the nation. Talk about embarrassing.
waffle iron.
Waffle irons. I could use a new waffle iron.
I like a waffle iron. I enjoy a waffle iron. We don't have one currently.
I only have a like the like the little
Yeah,
mini
yeah,
ones to make
yeah.
chaffles.
Yes,
That's I
yes.
have that one,
You have
but I
that
don't have
one.
a big one.
I don't either. I don't have any of them. I have zero. And if they were $2 and I came across them, I would buy a heap of them. And
Same.
I would give it like, put a little pancake mix with them and give it as a gift.
That would be cute.
I do cute things. No, I don't. I have cute ideas. I just don't follow through really
Do
well.
you remember when cake pops were like super huge?
Yeah.
And I had the cake pop maker.
Oh, did you?
I did. But I would make Dylan pancakes in them. Like I would fill it with pancake mix
Yeah.
and make pancake
Bite-sized pancakes.
lollipops.
Bacon pancakes. And you would just dip
Dip
it?
it in syrup.
I like that idea. That's really cute.
It was he liked it a lot. But he was like 2.
Right. I mean, I'd double fist the pancake pops right now. Pancake pops. I think you could market that.
Well,
Yeah.
trademark.
Yeah.
So what did you find anything else about some Black Friday crazy?
No, because my ADD like takes me everywhere and I've just got a lot going on this week. But you always pull in some good stuff.
Yes. Well, there was a list
Okay.
of 5 of the most insane Black Friday crimes.
I did pull up some of those.
All right, here are the 5 of the most insane Black Friday crimes we could find.
Okay.
And this is not we, as in me and Meredith. This is
Right.
we, as in whoever wrote the article. And all the links will be in the show notes if
Yes.
you really want to find out the sources.
I'm sure they're dying to know.
All
But
right.
we're not going to get in trouble for plagiarism. So.
No, because they are is well documented.
Mhm.
Price gouged potatoes. A woman who thought she was buying a discounted iPhone 6 was shocked to instead receive a box filled with sliced
Oh
potatoes.
my God.
A viral video of an unknown Milwaukee, Wisconsin woman claiming to have purchased the device from a shoddily marked truck on Black Friday was outraged when she opened the packaging to see some spuds instead. Yes. What the heck am I supposed to do with this? The woman screamed in the video. It's unclear if charges were ever filed in connection or if somebody ever responded to the woman and forwarded her a recipe for steak fries.
Oh, that sucks.
But she bought it off of a truck.
A shoddily Mark's truck at that. So, I mean, you get what you get, but that still sucks.
Yeah.
I wonder what she paid.
I have to too.
Like $10. Oh, yeah. I have me a new iPhone, blimey. No, I don't know what that was. Not UK accent. Okay, next. Whip it good. Whip it good. Okay, go ahead.
Sing.
I can't remember the rest of the words. Okay, well, I don't remember any of the words other than whip it good.
All right.
Mhm.
A shirtless man was seen using his belt as a whip during a sartorial skirmish at an Adidas store in Vancouver, Canada on Black Friday in 2016. The store had to be closed following the violent altercation, according to CTV News, a Canadian news organization. He was running around with his belt, swinging it at people. And then out of nowhere, some guy came behind and just started choking him.
Oh my gosh.
A witness said at the event. The man was ultimately arrested, but police released no further information on the incident. I'm like picturing like I don't even know. He was part of that drunken.
I think so. I'm picturing a dude, for some reason he's got his shirt off. And he's the old men that are thin but yet still flabby. What goes on in my head? There's a lot.
I'm picturing a cartoon character, and I can't think of what cartoon it's from. Like,
Okay.
if it was like I don't know, like a kind of hunched over dude
Mhm.
with old gray beard. Like I don't really
Okay.
know.
I'm picturing kind of like a human version of, is it the principal on The Simpsons?
Oh,
I,
or Mr. Burns.
yeah,
Mr. Burns.
yeah.
That's what I'm picturing.
Skinny yet flabby.
But I love that somebody came up and choked him out.
Right, right. That's just what we're going for. And oh, poor Adidas.
Yes. All right. Number 3 is Barbie's Girl Violent World.
Okay.
2 California
I'm
women
a Barbie girl
in the Barbie world.
It's
Life in plastic. It's fantastic.
Hate that song.
You can brush my hair. Undress me everywhere.
Okay.
Imagination, that is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
So you don't hate that song, is what I hear you say.
It was on. I worked in malls in college.
Okay. You're very familiar with the song. Yeah, got you. Okay.
And Claire's,
Yeah,
like the little girl store.
yeah. Pierce your store.
Yeah, oh, that was great to work on Black Friday.
Did you pierce people's
I
ears?
did.
Oh, did
Don't ever
you?
go there because they don't actually train you. Like
Yeah, you're just
they give you the gun and we're like, yeah, got
your
that.
turn. Oh my gosh.
They're not trained. They gave me like 25 minutes on a cardboard ear, and that was it. That was my training. And I pierced babies. I pierced myself. I
I,
pierced
I wonder how many people are walking around that are like,
lopsided ears.
and they're gonna be like,
I would get bored at work, and my entire ear was pierced. I had probably, I don't know, 8, 9 piercings.
just because
Because I would be
you were
at
bored and be
work.
like,
Yeah.
I had four, I think.
And I had like my cartilage up here.
Yeah,
I
I've
had I
had
had
that
it
done,
all.
but that hurt.
Yeah.
I hurt to sleep on that side of my head for like forever. Actually, it was the side forever.
Yeah.
Like I ended up taking that out. It hurt.
No,
No, yours.
I didn't care.
I loved how that looked, and I love a nose ring.
Me too. I still want one.
Yeah, I don't think I could rock it, but I think it would look really cute on you.
I don't want a hoop. I just want
No,
like
no,
a
no,
little
just a
set.
little stud.
Yeah.
Just need a little stud. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Back to it. So Barbie Girls Violent World. Wow, we got off topic.
Way.
Two California women unfortunately proved that the plastic leg isn't always as perfect and dreamy as what Barbie made it out to be. The pair broke out in a fistfight in Norwalk over an argument stemming from a discounted Barbie doll during Black Friday 2014, according to CBSLA, a Los Angeles-based CBS affiliate. Police were called to attend to the brawling women and managed to defuse the situation. No one was arrested as a result of the scuffle and no one was injured. The whole thing was pretty stupid, said a shopper named Sonia. That was very dumb.
Well, Sonia, we agree.
Yes,
Over a Barbie.
over a Barbie. All right.
Walmart throws money. I'm down. Throw me money, Walmart.
Walmart throws money
Excuse me.
at a family of trampling victim. Oh no,
Oh,
I
never
don't want
mind
to get
then.
trampled.
Oh,
But you can still give me the
well, you
dope.
can maybe trample somebody in my. Oh no, we're talking about death. That's
I didn't get that far.
yeah, I just caught that word, so sorry.
I am not even gonna try to say this name.
I think
In
you should.
2013, I can't say it. What is
I
it?
can't either. I would not even be able to guess.
Jay Demore. I'm gonna say Jay.
Yeah,
In
that's
2013,
what his
Jay.
friends called him.
Yeah. JD. In 2013, Jay Demore, a 34-year-old Long Island security worker, was crushed to death by a frenzied Walmart shoppers looking for a piece of the action on Black Friday, according to the New York Daily News. The retail giant agreed to implement new safety protocols soon following Demore's tragic death. We never want it to happen again, said Walmart executive Hank Mullaney, according to the Daily News. We are committed to learning from it. That's this fabulous Mr. Walmart man. The court's decision to not implicate Walmart in the death was criticized by Demore's lawyer, Andrew Lebo. The ability of Walmart to dictate the results of this criminal investigation demonstrates the epitome of corporate arrogance. Justice is not for sale. I am kind of surprised as well
Yeah, me too.
that they were
When was that? 2014?
2013.
Very surprised.
Yeah, me too. Right, and our final story is 2018 mall shooting. 2018 was no exception in terms of the prevalence of Black Friday crimes. As of the morning of November 23rd, one fatality was already reported, according to the Associated Press. On the night of Thanksgiving, police shot and killed a man at the River Chase Galleria in Hoover, Alabama. We're back to Alabama.
Oh, back to Alabama.
The police were responding to calls of a shooting that injured a teen and a 12-year-old girl. That was one of our
That's already,
stories.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that was in like the top 10 crime states.
Read that last sentence or the last two sentences though.
Okay. The mall was ready
Yeah.
for a reopening at 6 a.m. on Friday.
I mean, I understand that busiest day of the year, they need to open. Their workers need to work so they can get paid. But that's cray cray. Cray cray.
Nope.
Oh, that was a fun list.
Yeah, it was something.
We have an Am I the A-hole?
We do.
Yay. Okay, so this is from April 2022. Am I the a-hole for taking someone's full cart at Walmart? I'm buying spring cleaning supplies at Walmart. I'm 58 male. Average height. Wait, average height. I enjoy long walks on the beach. Average height, but pretty fit and muscular. Not the skinny fat guy. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm buying spring cleaning supplies at Walmart. I'm male 58, average height, but pretty fit and muscular, nothing outrageous, just I can look intimidating. In the back of Walmart, there are double doors that the employees use to bring large carts out to stock the shelves. It's usually near aisles that must be stocked regularly, like cleaning supplies or groceries. I hear a girl say, "Excuse me," and need to get through. In front of the double doors are two women, mid-40s, talking with their carts, blocking the employee from getting to the back. The girl says again, very nicely, I must add, "Excuse me, ladies, I need to get through." The women look at her. They know she needs to get through, but continue to stand there talking. Attitude like it's a big inconvenience for them to move out of the way. This just pisses me off. Why do people treat workers like freaking trash? I'm about to say something, but hatch a better plan. One of the ladies' carts has her purse in it, so that's a no-go. Okay. I make eye contact with the girl and smile. I can see she is fighting her irritation. As I casually walk past the women, I snag the other woman's cart full of groceries and walk away. They don't notice for a second and then start to pursue me. Now, this might be where I might be the a-hole. I could have just left the cart and went about my day. But obviously, that is not what I did.
Because he's on the petty level
He is on the petty level.
that I love.
As I quickly move down the aisles, I put some of her groceries back on the shelves. I try to get the stuff close, but I don't have time to be perfect. The lady tries to pull the cart from me, claiming that's her stuff. I say it's not your stuff until you pay for it. I continue on my way. I didn't get much put back on the shelves because she kept pulling on the cart. I take a bag of frozen chicken breasts and throw them back in the freezer case. Almost make it to the front of the store, and the three of us are starting to make a scene, so I abandon the cart but take several items with me. I think she was going to make some chocolate chip cookies. They don't follow me, and I make a clean getaway. When I get back to my shopping, I notice the other woman's cart. Her purse is not in it, so now off I go. I roll it to the camping section, pull out all the cold items. There were only a few, and I needed milk and butter anyway, so bonus. I told a friend about what happened, and she asked me why I was such an a-hole about it and wondered why I didn't stop after I'd solved the problem. She told me it's just like a man, yes, she said it like that, to think he has the right to be judge, jury, and executioner. I don't think I'm a misogynist pig, but then again, I'm a guy, so who knows? I did go back to the camping area later to put the rest of the stuff away, but it was gone when I got there. I feel bad that an employee might have had to restock the stuff. My bad. I never did see the girl again. Hope she had a chuckle about it. So did I take it too far? Am I the a-hole?
No, I am.
I would love to see this in real time.
Me too. Me too. I love.
Like this man pushing it and this woman running. I mean,
I am here for it.
me too. Especially, he's right though about the workers. Like
Yeah.
people just don't pay attention. And
Yeah. No, but that's phenomenal.
is there an update that's worth
There is.
reading?
Well, I don't know if it's worth reading, but
Okay, so this happened like a year ago, and I didn't think much about it. The other day, I was at a restaurant with my extended family. One of the waitresses kept looking at me. It took me a while to put it together. When she walked past, I said, "Didn't you used to work at Walmart?" She got excited and exclaimed she thought that was me. I had had a haircut and lost some weight since then. She filled me in on the aftermath. The ladies complained to the manager that a guy tried to steal their stuff for no reason. The manager figured there was more to the story. The entitled women wanted the manager to find me and have me arrested. The worker girl told her what really happened has since become store folklore. I told her I posted the story in the Am I the A-hole and got voted the A-hole. She said, "You're not an a-hole, you're a legend." My sister told another similar story from when we were kids, but I'll save that for another day. Legend.
legend.
I love that story.
I do too. Phenomenal.
I love that. I love everything. Okay, so I was getting irritated. His spelling is atrocious.
Yes.
Like here and here,
That's
other
okay.
things.
You don't need
I
to have good spelling to be petty.
I have completely, sometimes I get stuck up on that and I can't move forward because of it. But I am totally over that. And I love this guy. I love that he stole the cart.
I do
I
too.
love he put stuff away. I love he circled back and got the other lady's cart. I mean, everything about this is
Chef's kiss.
100%.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Not the a-hole.
No. And I love the follow-up.
I know.
Gosh. Everything about that is a magical.
Fantastical.
We need updates like that on all of our
I
stuff.
know.
That is great. I want to start doing that to people now. It's when they turn to like get something like steal their card.
Only if they're being buttheads though,
Mm.
because
Well, I didn't. I just want to do it like just like I'm not gonna put their stuff back.
we should
Like
do that on Black Friday.
I don't want to die.
We're not in like the super bad state.
We didn't even make the top 10. Oh my gosh. Just to like push it a little further down or like on the next aisle, just enough so they're like, I know my cart was here.
Yeah.
Because that would be me. I would be like, I walked here without my cart. And it'd just be on the next. Okay, great story. Great. That was my favorite. Am I the a-hole of all time, I think.
Yeah. My
No.
bachelor party.
And I also like the one where the rabbit hand.
Yes.
We actually have some great ones. Yeah, the
Yeah.
bachelor party.
We had some good ones.
Okay, I think that wraps it up.
I do too.
Okay, cool.
Next week we start our Christmas month.
Yeah, but for now, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. When does this post? On Tuesday.
Tuesday, so Thanksgiving's in 2 days. So hopefully y'all are fasting right now so you can eat Thanksgiving. Just kidding.
I never, ever do
No,
that.
no,
No. Mm-mm.
mm-mm. I wouldn't
All
dare.
right, please tell your friends. Actually, you know what? You can actually play this during your Thanksgiving. I think
Oh
that's what
my
y'all should do.
gosh, that is a great idea.
Yes, y'all play this for your family. Get
Uh-huh.
them to listen.
Uh-huh. Just be great, like just playing in the kitchen while you're hanging out with your fam.
Mhm.
Then they'll be like, "Who was that?" And y'all can be like, "That's my new BFF, Steph and Meredith, and they're amazing, and we're gonna hang out." Okay, I don't know. I just kept talking and I didn't know where to go.
Please have your friends listen. Please like, share, and subscribe. We love you.
Love you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.